It's 1988 and Sir Roland Henderson is still discussing the 14 steps for the dismantling of the NHS to his staff. He continues, "This is to put the medical profession in its place. Running simultaneous to my 14 steps will be the destruction of the medical profession. You may wince at the word destruction, but believe me, when we have finished, it will be unrecognisable. In step 4, I referred to smashing the medical profession's power. In step 12, we describe them as the enemy. This is for a very fundamental and obvious reason. The best strategy for profit is reducing costs. While physicians make up about 8% of the workforce, their decisions cost a huge amount more, perhaps up to 80% of the nation's health spend. So we need to downgrade their importance and employ them so we can control them. That alone, though, isn't enough. We have several other well thought out strategies. First, we transform them from decision makers to decision implementers. We make healthcare incomprehensible to them by making them dependent on complex systems outside their expertise. We will abolish generalists. They know too much. Specialists who will be trained for one part only will replace the consultant general surgeon. So we will have an upper gut surgeon, a lower gut surgeon, a thyroid surgeon, and so on. So they have a very narrow comfort zone. We make these systems and protocols user unfriendly and change vendors frequently. This may sound Kafkaesque, and in a way our new bureaucracy evokes feelings of disorientation and helplessness. It is. Second, we break the doctor-patient relationship, which they hold so dear. We get patients to relate to a hospital and not a doctor. This is aided by mechanisms to make sure they never see the same one twice. Creating staff shortages and so being dependent on locums is one way. And third, we make them insecure and compliant by firing one occasionally when things go wrong, hanging out one to dry. Patient satisfaction ratings will be introduced but include parameters outside their control, such as parking. The best surgeons who get the most difficult cases will inevitably have a higher complication and death rate, but this will not be factored in. This will see them slide down the league table, which will take them down a peg or two. There's all this, and there's more I won't bore you with, but it will reduce doctors to mere workers.